Hello everyone, welcome back to the English class. Today we have I always lose things in writing a story. First we're going to read a story, Jen's story, and we're going to find what two things that she lose. Let's start. I always lose things. Last year on Thanksgiving Day, I was helping in the kitchen when I lost my favorite ring. I took it off to make an apple pie. A bit later, while we were all watching TV, I suddenly noticed my ring wasn't on my finger. I looked in the kitchen, but it wasn't there. At first, I was really upset, but then I forgot about it. In the evening, we had our Thanksgiving meal, and guess what? My ring was in the apple pie. The next day, I lost my earrings, but I didn't find them. So what are the two things that Jenny lost? Okay, she lost her ring and her earrings. Her ring, she found it. She found it in the apple pie. But her earrings, she didn't find them. Now, let's put the event in order. We are going to number them from 1 to 7. Which was the first action? What do you think? You've got these sentences. She found her ring in the pie. She made a dessert. She couldn't find her ring. She took off her ring. She lost her earrings. They all watched TV and they sat down to eat. The first one is, she took off her ring. The second, she made a dessert. The third, they all watched TV. Next one, the fourth, she couldn't find her ring. The fifth one, they sat down to eat. Next one, the sixth, she found her ring in the pie, and the last one, she lost her earrings. So this is the order of the event. Now let's go to a writing tip. Time phrases like last week, weekend, month, year, a bit, a minute, later, suddenly, at first, then, in the morning, evening, or afternoon, the next day. We use these time phrases when we write about something. In a story, use time words and phrases to link the events. Last year, for example, on Thanksgiving Day, I was helping in the kitchen. Or a bit later, while we were all watching TV, I suddenly noticed my ring wasn't on my finger. Or at first I was really upset, but then I forgot about it. In the evening, we had our Thanksgiving meal, and the next day I lost my earrings, but I didn't find them. So this is about the story that we read at first. Now, again, this is the story. Can you find the time phrases? Circle the time phrases that you can see on this story reading part. It's last year, a bit later, suddenly, at first, then, in the evening, the next day. Now let's try to complete the story with the phrases from the box. The phrases are at first, then, the next day, in the evening, last Saturday, and suddenly. All of them time phrases. Let's try to put these on the gaps. From the second to the sixth one. The first one is last Saturday. Last Saturday it was my mother's birthday, so in the evening we went to a restaurant After the meal, my father couldn't find the car keys. At first, he was calm and looked carefully in all his pockets. Then he got really worried. I had a good idea and ran back to the restaurant. I was asking the waiter about the keys when suddenly the chief came out of the kitchen with them. "They are very clean," he said. "I found them in the dishwasher." The next day, the restaurant sent my parents flowers and a card to say sorry. Now, you are going to write a story about the pictures. The story is called Trouble at the Beach. So you can start the story like last weekend, Julie, Rick, and their dog Shadow went to the beach. Now go through each picture and write sentences for each one, then make a story, of course using the time phrases. This is all for today. See you in the next class.